don't ask too many questions. Stop asking too shallow questions. Many times I emphasizing on asking questions that take the conversation into depth where things matters. But that doesn't mean that you should just rambling and asking 1 million questions. That is not what I mean. So in order to be able to ask the right type of questions and to make the conversation go naturally, it's when you are listening and letting her express herself fully on each open-ended question you're giving her. You see, so many times when guys starting out and asking a lot of questions to women, it's almost like they just fire off question after question after question after question. And what does that make her feel? Well, she will feel like she's interviewed by you. And she also feel like you're not really interested because you're just asking questions for the sake of asking questions. You're not really interested in the answers. So asking a question can be great if you really care about the answers. And we're not only talking about acknowledge the answer, we're talking about being curious and interested in the answer she's giving you. And how many guys can do that? Whew, is few, right? It's very few. So I want you to picture this. You're now talking to a woman, you're asking her questions like, oh, what do you do for fun? And you're quiet. And she said like, oh, I like to hang out with my friends, drinking coffee. I love sitting in cafes and talking about life stuff with my friends. And I also like to go for a walk around the city to look at the architecture around, the city design and so on. I'm interested in city design. And then I also like Netflix. I'm just addicted to all those, good TV series out there. I mean, it's almost like you come into a different universe. Wow, she gave you a lot, right? And you might like, oh, okay, nice. I also like Netflix. I like Breaking Bad. Oh, and coffee. Oh, my favorite coffee is Americano with milk. That's what I like. Okay, that's cool. And then you're thinking, oh, what is the next question? Oh, if you could travel somewhere, where do you want to travel? And then she would look at you like, okay, I like to travel to Greece because I like the weather and I like the beach. And then you might think, Greece, have I been to Greece? Oh, I've been to Greece and I liked it. I just love those gyros, those kebab in the Greek way. Oh, I love them. And I like other type of food. And I just love, the way they grilling the meat, at the streets and close to the beach. Oh, I love that. And now you're thinking again, she like Greece, right? So what is the next question? Oh, what are you working with? And then she says, oh, I'm a nurse. And then you're thinking, oh, nurse. You're thinking, nurse. Ah, so you work in a hospital, right? And she's like, yeah, sort of. I work in a clinic. And then you say, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, working as a nurse is honorable work. And then you're quiet. And now you're thinking again, oh, what should I ask next? Here's the biggest problem for most guys out there. This is not the right strategy of asking questions. This is just asking questions after questions after questions without getting into depth in any question. So if you want to be able to speak to women naturally by asking questions, then you have to take her answers and consider her answers carefully. So let's go to the first example I gave here. For example, like, what do you do for fun? And she said that she loved to hang out with her friends in the cafe, talking about life stuff. Okay, now you just have to pause there and start thinking, what does she mean here exactly? Number one, what type of friends does she have? Is she a person that have a lot of good friends that, she drink a coffee with once in a while? Or, like maybe 5, 6, many friends? Or is she a person that just have 1 or 2 friends that are really close to her and they talk about everything like best friends are doing? That's the one thing. And the second thing is, what are they talking about? What is like the favorite topic she like to talk about with her friends? Maybe there are many topics. So what is like the top 3 topics? I'm very curious, because then you can say also like when I went to cafes back in the days, I did it because I wanted to be productive. I do a lot of productive stuff in the cafes, such as studying or business planning or something like this, creative planning. And then you're just going to roll over the ball to her and say like, yeah, but so what are you guys talking about? I love to hear that. Wow, amazing, right? And then What about coffee? I mean, my coffee is Americano with milk, period. But I'm just curious, what are you drinking in there? What do you like to drink? Boom! What did I do here now? Well, I took care of her answers, all right? And I stick to that part. I don't go on and asking more and more and more questions. I stick to what she says, all right? And when she are telling me about what she and her friends are talking about mostly, bam! I have more things to explore. You see, maybe she's talking about health. Maybe she's talking about design for the future when it comes to apartments, when it comes to city planning. Maybe she's talking about new technology. I mean, women also talk about technology more than you think. Oh, interesting, right? And then you have more topics to talk about that is relevant to her and also relevant to you, because you also have an opinion about things, right? That you can sometimes share in the right moment and then roll over the ball to her, because women should talk more than you do, hands down. So that is how you're actually asking the right questions, by sticking to the answer she's giving you. And then remember that she said that she also loved to walk around the city, to look at the architecture, to look at the city, how it looks like and so on, which means that she's very observant. Bam, you can talk about that. Stick to that. Don't ask another question after question after question. Stick to that particular part and ask questions about that particular part, not other topics, all right? I mean, there's so much to ask about in that way, so much to talk about in that way. I mean, what part of the city does she really like most? Design-wise, if she like into this architecture thing. And also, is there a reason why she's walking so much? Why she loves walking? I like to walk because it keeps me healthy, it keeps me in shape. What about her reason? Do you know that? No, you doesn't know, do you? Figure that out, all right? Figure that out. Don't go and ask her about her favorite traveling plans or something like this. No, you're now stuck with that topic that you want to find out, because she's giving you an answer, and it's your mission and it's your responsibility to take that seriously, with interest, with curiosity, and start exploring. Otherwise, who are you exactly? What kind of man are you? I mean, are you this shallow man that just want to talk about small things on the surface, small talk? No, you want to be the man that is very charismatic, that makes you feel great in conversations, that make you feel seen, heard, and valued. Those are the real traits that actually build emotional connection, that sparks attraction, right? So that is what you want to do. And then the third thing that she said, what do you do for fun? The answer that she gave you was Netflix. Oh my God, there are so many things to talk about when it comes to Netflix. Not only the Netflix itself, but her relationship to different series. Let's say that she loves Breaking Bad as well. I mean, what is her relationship to Breaking Bad? Fine, it's a good TV series, it's a great pace. I love that series. Or I love that series. But what else? What does she think about the idea of actually creating chemically methamphetamine? And what would she do in that situation? Come on, would she do it? Or obviously it's illegal, but wouldn't that be a big temptation in some way? I mean, now I'm just playing with the idea, but you get the point, right? We're talking about that. We're talking about her relationship to that series, her relationship to another series. And you can also play with the idea that if you could actually be a character in one of those series, which character would you like to be? And why would you like to be that character? What comes to your mind when it comes to this particular character? Is that someone who you really want to be as a real person, or is it something that you can relate to? It's like you feel similar to that person. You see, now I could speak so many things about her, so I make the conversation about her mostly, and I took care of her answers without asking question after question after question, without taking anything to depth, without making any context out of it. So I hope this video is giving you a lot of value. This is powerful stuff, guys. This is powerful stuff. So take it with you and subscribe to this channel. That helps my channel to grow and helps me a lot, because I want to give you guys the best possible content based on real science and real things. So also, if you like this video, push the like button, and I can't wait to hear your comments about this as well. So if you have any thoughts, write in the comments below and I will reply to you. I reply to all my comments. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.